Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. It's Queen of Light 1111 here with your Monday reading. So what I went ahead and what I did was what I always do. I've got the theme for our reading today for our masculine, our feminine, and what the theme is for the connection. I've got the head, heart, and environmental space for our masculine and for our feminine. And then I went ahead and I pulled some messages, okay? Messages from their 3D selves to each other, okay? So, real quick, what I wanted to also just to remind you guys, if you're not following me on Instagram, please do so. I'm at Queen of Light 1111 is my username. I've also noticed that both YouTube and Instagram have like some kind of weird algorithm. And what's happening, and I've noticed this because I noticed the views and the exposure I'm getting on Instagram has affected like 60% of my following, and the same for YouTube. So there's some sort of like algorithm that both of those companies have just recently applied, and I looked it up. It started in August of 2019, and of course that's kind of when the decline started, that my audience is not seeing my videos here on YouTube, and they're not seeing my posts or my sometimes my stories even. Like I just kind of disappeared, and I had so many people respond to my Instagram yesterday when I kind of checked in with everybody, and they thought I'd been absent and like gone for a long time. So I think that's really interesting. I'm definitely not gone, definitely have been around. So if you guys could please help me as a energy exchange by going to my Instagram, following me there, and also liking or whatever. Just it's like drop a comment, and it could be a heart, and that way it'll kind of like reset for you. And for those of you watching YouTube, same, if you could subscribe or like or comment, that activity from all of you, from my lovely tribe, will help kind of reset the algorithm back so we can get more exposure to the population. So that was just really frustrating. And I actually even thought about making my Instagram private, to maybe then kind of remove myself from this algorithm thing. And that way, like if you're a follower, then you would definitely see my posts. And if you're not, then, you know, then you don't. But anyway, that is my ask of you, if you don't mind, and don't feel obligated to do it. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. It's just a request if you are interested in continuing to support me in doing my mission. Okay, so I wanted to say that, and then also, if you want to book your own personal reading with me, go to queenoflight1111.com. And for those of you who are joining me on the 27th of October for how to navigate through your twin flame journey and into sacred union, it's sold out. That class is sold out. But for those of you who have purchased your seats, I've sent you guys an email that you would need to respond to, and then I send the login information. So if you've purchased a seat, please check your email. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started. And again, if you want to book a reading with me, go to my website, queenoflight1111.com. And any of the decks that I use are all listed in the description box in my Amazon storefront. So feel free to go there and take a look. All right, very interesting reading today. So for those of you who watched my weekend reading, there was this major energy of the masculine wanting to come forward, talk about this new beginning that he wants with his feminine. There was so much energy around communication. I received tons of emails that, yes, my masculine after a year finally reached out, blah, 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 or whatever. There's communication. Some of you did not get communication. And what I will tell you is that in that energy, it's because the masculine went into fear mode. Okay. It's not that they didn't desire it. It's because then that masculine, yes, wanted to do all of those things, but went straight into his headspace. Ugh, it was so painful to read today. So what I'm really getting is even in his heart, he's in his head space, and his head space is a challenge. big challenge. So let's go ahead and start with the bottoms of the deck like I usually do. I'm not going to do it for the oracles here, which are from the Ciro Marchetti Oracle of Visions deck, but the theme for this reading is centered around the lovers, right? The lovers, this lovers connection, this divine connection. That's what this reading is all about today. But also what it is all about today is this, the universe is really working with the masculine. The universe continues to work with the masculine in a very, very big way. The universe is also working on the feminine. The feminine's energy is like, she's in dominatrix mode a little bit, right? I mean, she's like wanting to take control of her situation, of her life. She's kind of felt like, we're stuck, I'm done being stuck, and now I'm just going to move forward. And that's really her energy. And the universe is working with them, for him on his fears, for her in staying in her heart space, but also with them in keeping the faith that both of them don't see what is truly happening, right? Because the lovers is the first card for their connective energy as well. They don't see what's happening in the background. They don't. So the universe is saying to them, have faith. Have faith. Don't stay stuck. Have faith. So, and look at this, 111. I don't know if you can even see that. You can't, but sorry, I'm not going to move the camera. But anyway, okay, let's go ahead and get started. The theme for the reading for our masculine is this card. If you look, it's all about fears. There is this forest. There's this person in this forest. It's like a little Red Riding Hood. There's a big bad wolf in the back. That's ominous. It's danger. It's fear, okay? It's irrational fear when it's clarified by the Seven of Cups, because Seven of Cups is like, I'm in my emotions. I don't know what to do. Things are chaotic. I'm procrastinating. I'm daydreaming, maybe even having nightmares. Like, he is in his fears. He is in his fears in this connection, and how he is feeling, and what his theme is for the reading today. He is in his fear. He is in his confusion. And frankly, his fear has a lot to do with loss of his feminine, potentially, if he stays stuck in that fear. Our feminine here, she is ambitious. She is like, oh, look at her. She's very fit. She's like in this dominatrix kind of, energy, standing on top of the world. So she's feeling very powerful. This is my Queen of Wands energy. Lo and behold, bottom of the deck for her clarifiers, Queen of Wands. She's like, I'm ambitious. I'm at the top of the world. I'm ready to move forward in my life, move forward in love. And so maybe she's decided that she's open to other experiences. She's just done staying stuck. She's done with this wheel in the background, and that it's not moving. She's done. So she's standing on top of the world. She's taking charge like the Queen of Wands, and she wants to move forward, okay? That is her theme. And that's move forward with her masculine, or just move forward in general. But being stuck is no longer an option, okay? So here we have, for what's happening, the theme of the connection, this is like, look at this guy. It's blindfolded. So when he sees, he cannot process in his brain. He's operating just from his heart, just from his faith, okay? And this is where we're stuck. We're not able to be in our faith. We're not. Where she's like trying to step on top of the world. He's stuck in his fear. Nobody's operating in this faith. In the faith that things will be just as it's meant to be. Have faith in the connection, faith in yourself. There's a lot of take charge energy that I'm getting from the feminine, which I love. I love that. No one should stay stuck. And there's a lot of fear-based energy that I'm getting from the masculine. Bottom of the deck, head, heart, and environment from the Psychic Tarot, and the energies around each head, heart, and environment for the masculine and feminine has to do with this wisdom, this contract, this spirituality, this faith, which is exactly that card for the theme. And it has to do with the masculine, man holding a heart. This is about cups energy. This is like King of Cups energy. I'll tell you guys, whoever's watching this, masculine, feminines, the masculine, he's fearful, but he's come out as King of Cups, King of Pentacles, King of Wands, King of Swords. The only thing he didn't come out as is the Emperor yet. And right, of course, because he's not fully there yet. So what's happening in the energies of the head, heart, and environment is that they know they have a connection, but they're struggling with this faith. in the connection, okay? Because he is feeding his fears versus being in his heart space, which is exactly the challenge. And our feminine here has faith in the connection, but she's using her logical mind right now and not her heart space towards her masculine because he has not come forward, okay? Bottom of the deck for head, heart, and environment, masculine specifically, is 8 of Cups, 9 of Cups. He's walking away from things that don't serve him and towards his wishes, okay? Bottom of the deck for our feminine, head, heart, and environment, Page of Cups, Queen of Wands. She's like, you know, I'm with or without you, man, with or without you. I am going to choose love. I am going to come into my heart space, try to come into my heart space. And I want offers. I'm ready for offers. I'm ready to move forward in people sharing their love with me, just like I will share my love with them. And she's ready. Queen of Wands. That's who she is today. Okay? Now let's go ahead and get started with the reading. In the headspace for the masculine, what is he thinking? He's thinking about his destiny. And then we have the man holding the coin. And so when we have this energy here of the destiny card, that's the wheel, okay? That's the wheel of fortune. That's all about good luck and fortune, and it's all about cycles and success and growth. It's all about good karma. It's about coming full circle. It's about what you sow, you're about to reap, okay? It's about opening your heart and accepting and receiving what you've earned. This is a time to allow problems to be replaced with solutions, okay? So when he's thinking about that, he's thinking of solutions. He's thinking about, how do I come in to this King of Pentacles energy to come forward as that enlightened masculine to make an offer to my feminine? That's what he's thinking, okay? But then as we drill down further into his headspace, he's very challenged. He's very, very challenged. First card out, when he thinks, he's like 5 of Cups. He's sad. Okay, he wants to come forward and be this man, be this masculine who's the emperor for his feminine, but he keeps reviewing the past and he gets into a little bit of this victim mentality, and it's clarified by justice about, how am I going to balance this out? How am I going to set things straight? How am I going to apologize? And he gets stuck. 8 of Swords. He gets stuck in his sadness. And what else gets stuck? Knight of Swords. That's what's clarifying the 8 of Swords. So he's just stuck in speaking and coming forward with his truth as this King of Wands. This King of Wands is an energy of a man who takes action, right? And this is 8 of Wands clarifies this King of Wands. He wants to take action. He wants to take action. But he's in his sadness, doesn't know how to apologize. He feels like his truth is stuck, and he cannot get into this King of Wands energy to communicate and move forward. And that's what he's stressed about. 9 of Swords. He gets stressed about it. What's the stress? King of Wands. King of Wands, 8 of Wands. So if your masculine did not communicate, come forward, he is under a great deal of stress, under fear. He's in procrastination. He doesn't know how to speak his truth, okay? Because I bet anything he can feel the feminine going into this Queen of Wands type of energy. Like, look, I know what the prize is and I'm going towards my prize. That prize could be in the form of another opportunity, another person, who knows. I don't know what that could be for all of you. This is a general reading, but certainly she's got her eye on something else, and for sure that is movement forward to, I don't know, a job, an opportunity to do something different, you know, a move, whatever it is, another person, I don't know. But it's definitely movement forward. She's done. She's done staying stuck. So here we have for her in her headspace, she's got temptation. This is the Devil card with blossoming abundance, right? So in her headspace, when she thinks about her masculine, she's like, we are stuck. We are stuck. We are limiting each other. She's being limited by this connection at this time. All right. This is a time where, you know, maybe she knows she's putting too much emphasis, too much energy into this connection and into the, you know, low vibe energies perhaps of needing, wanting, desiring. So what's happening because of this temptation energy is her abundance is being stifled. she's stuck. Okay? She knows that she's worthy of so much more, but she's feeling like this connection, because it's not moving, is stuck, and hence she is stuck. So further drilling down into her headspace, okay, is the Knight of Cups. She's like, and remember, my Knight of Cups came out here in her theme. She's like, I want to move forward. When she thinks about her masculine, she's like, I'm going to move forward with you, or I'm going to move forward without you, right? Remember, bottom of the deck, Queen of Wands. And I clarified Knight of Cups, 3 Pentacles. This really tells me is that she wants to work with other people. That could be her masculine. That could be somebody else. That could be, another job. She's ready to put her focus on other things. 8 of Swords, right? She was stuck, but it's clarified by the 6 of Swords. She's ready to transition out of being stuck in the Tower. This is her realization that has come to her over this weekend. For those of you who maybe didn't get that communication, she's like, you know what? I'm not gonna stay stuck anymore. Tower down, new beginning here, okay? And that new beginning is what she wants to manifest for herself. Because Hanged Man, clarified by the Lovers, this connection is in suspension. Why is this connection in suspension? Because the masculine has not moved forward just yet to her to make the offer. And she's like, I'm not waiting anymore. Not waiting anymore. Moving forward. But he's very much wanting to make an offer. And I get it. Wanting and actually doing it are 2 different things. That is why I always say, don't stay stuck. Don't stay stuck. Because then you're stifling the energy. And if he doesn't come forward, then your vibration gets lower. If you stay in your power, you stay grounded, you stay in your place of understanding that this connection is not a immediate gratification connection. It is not. If you think this connection is immediate gratification and you don't have to do your own work and come into union with your own self, and it's just about a relationship between a man and a woman coming together, then you have missed the whole point of the journey. The point of the journey is for you both to come into union with your own masculine and feminine energies. Not just to come together in a relationship. It is so much more than that. So much more than that. So now for the heart space for our masculine, we have fulfillment of wishes and the thinking man. This is him knowing in his heart that this is my wish. Because the question I always ask for the heart space is, what is the masculine feeling for his feminine in his heart space? He knows that she is his wish, but he's in his headspace, and his headspace is challenged. Okay, King of Swords energy right there. And so what he's just really doing right now at this time is he's just more in his headspace than he is in his heart. And remember, in his headspace, he's sad, he's anxious, he's stuck. He can't say everything he wants to say because he doesn't feel like her strong, powerful match as the King of Wands. He sees her as the Empress. He sees her as the Queen of Wands, who will refuse to stay stuck. And he's anxious. He's anxious. He knows that she is his wish, but he's thinking about it, but he's thinking in his heart space as well, which is creating more anxiety because he's not having faith in this connection and in his feelings. So in his heart space, again, first card out, King of Swords. So he's analytical, he's thoughtful, he's thinking in his heart too. So his thoughts are overruling everything right now, okay? So King of Swords, clarified by 4 of Wands. 4 of Wands here, it's all about union. So he's like thinking about the union instead of feeling that this is my twin, my divine partner. Page of Pentacles. In his heart space, he knows he wants to make an offer. 9 of Pentacles is the clarifier. He's trying to gain his confidence, to feel like he's worthy, that he has everything to make an offer. 6 of Swords, in his heart space, he's thinking about how to transition out of the 7 of Cups energy, which is a dupe to his theme here. He's trying to get out of all of this confusion. And that makes sense to me even more so now as I'm saying it out loud, is that's why he's so much in his headspace, because his heart feels very confused. 7 of Cups. So he's just trying to rely on his thoughts, his analysis, and everything that's going on in his headspace, his rationale. All right. He knows, as the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles, he knows that she is his person, but he also knows that he's not ready because he's very confused about how to move forward as this king for her. Who's her? Empress in his heart, where she belongs, but it's clarified by the devil. So this devil card is like he's not seeing the light of this, right? Remember, the shadow, the devil card is the shadow aspect of the lovers, the shadow aspect of the lovers card. And so he's just feeling like, man, this is hard. And oh my God, she's going to walk away. And our connection feels very stuck. I feel very bound by it versus I'm empowered by my feminine. I am, feeling confident in my energy. Right now, it's his Empress is a little bit that energy. She's so powerful and big and energetically, I'm speaking, right? Like the big energy because she is the Empress and he just feels in the shadow of her, literally, okay? In the heart space for our feminine. First card out, emotional withdrawal. This is Eight of Cups, Angel of Balance. So what I'm really getting for her as far as this Eight of Cups is concerned, this emotional withdrawal is like she's really withdrawing from this connection at this time because she knows that she needs to move away from anything that's not serving her so that she can start something new and get out of this energy of the devil, right? They're mirroring here. She feels stuck by him, he feels stuck by her. And so what she's trying to do with this Angel of Balance card is really come into balance with herself, okay? She wants to be, she's trying to be centered. She's trying to honor herself, honor her choices. This is all about her making choices that are good for her vibration, things that have been out of sync in the past and how to sync them now. And so she's making choices and that I want to move forward. I want to move forward in love of myself, share all this love that I have, share all this light that I have, because it's not an option to have this wheel of fortune, to have this wheel stay stuck anymore. It's not worth it. Not worth it. What's worth it is you continuing on your journey, okay? Until the universe knows that both of you are ready. And honestly, new experiences are important. And, sometimes if you just let it go for a little bit and focus on your job or focus on a move or focus on something else and you withdraw the energy from this connection for a little bit to focus on you and your journey, you allow the universe to step in and make quick changes and help. And that's really what's required. So in the heart space, Emperor, she knows. She's like, I know you're all the kings. I know you are. You're my Emperor. I know you are. But it's clarified by Seven of Wands. And what I'm getting from this is two things. One, she's a little guarded against him right now or around him right now. She's a little guarded, maybe a little defensive. Maybe not like reaching out or even having any desire to reach out. And she also feels like he's in an energy of feeling a little guarded and defensive, and that's why he didn't come forward. But I assure you that the energy is not low vibration. The energy is, I really don't know how to tell you that I want to be with you at this time because he's just not feeling in his full power. And her guardedness is just like, this is just not moving forward. If I open myself up to you again, I'm just going to continue to stay stuck. And so that's the energy. The next card is King of Swords. She knows. See, she's like psychic intuitive. King of Swords, match. They're mirroring in their heart space. She knows he's the Emperor. She knows he's being rational. And it's clarified by the Three of Wands. She knows he's thinking about what he wants to manifest, okay? But she's like, I'm done thinking about that. She's thinking about what she wants to manifest. But she knows in her heart because she's psychic, intuitive, understands this journey. She knows. She knows that this is a time of pause for this connection. She knows. She knows her masculine is her Emperor. And she knows that he is in this King of Swords energy, okay? So when she feels for him, she sees him as the Emperor and the King of Swords, as someone who is, almost in his full power, but right now using his logic. And so what does she do? Hierophant. She's trying to stay in her faith. And then I said, what's the faith card about? Justice. And when those two cards come out together, that's like marriage, commitment, like a real 3D, like getting married kind of situation. So I feel like she knows that this is her end game, that he is her person, but she knows there's some more stuff that needs to be done. And so 10 of Wands, the burden is the King of Pentacles. And that is the match to his headspace, which is like, that's how he wants to come forward. The man that's going to offer the coin with confidence, with integrity, with love, with wisdom. Okay? And she knows that they're at the end of he's at the end of this cycle. All right. I feel like the feminine knows all of these things, but she's still kind of like, what the hell? I'm stuck. She's not really stuck. It's perspective, right, people? So in the environment of the masculine, he's got the Six of Swords and the Magician in the Mirror. So what is he working on in his environment? He's ready to transition. He's ready to move on and create and be this magician to help balance out these energies. Look at the blue and the red flames here. This is like the masculine and feminine energies. He's ready. He's ready to move forward. He's ready to get out of this cycle and create. That's what he's working on in his environment. So let's drill down further. So when we get into his environment, we have the Nine of Cups. This is what he wants to move towards. His wishes. What about the wishes? Death. So I really kind of feel like, because remember, he got 8 of Cups and 9 of Cups, that he's walking towards his wishes, and that's what he's working on in his environment here with the 9 of Cups. But death is like he's a little nervous that maybe his wishes are dead, okay? 7 of Swords, right? That follows this 9 of Cups. And he's feeling like maybe he sabotaged his wish. Remember, we got the 9 of Cups in his heart space, right? He's feeling like maybe he sabotaged his wish. So 7 of Swords is also a card of withholding, okay? Deceit. I said, what is the 7 of Swords? The Fool. Okay, so this is about, he doesn't want to tell you he wants to move forward because all of the energy is about moving forward. I said, well, what about this movement forward? Rebirth. He doesn't want to tell you. And it's 2 major arcanas on the 7 of Swords that he wants to rebirth this connection with who? This Queen of Wands. By the way, she's the Queen of Wands in the bottom of her deck. He wants to rebirth this connection with the Queen of Wands, but it's clarified by the 10 of Swords. He feels like it's over. And then I got another card, Magician. He just doesn't know how to transition, how to convert this from a potential ending, which is how he's feeling, into manifesting a new beginning. So 4 of Cups, he's just looking at the blessing. He sees that there, but he retreats. So this is what he's working on in his environment, is like this desire and will, desire and will, desire and will. And he has these desires, but he's lacking the confidence and the will to move forward at this time. And she knows that, yes, it's all happening in the background, but she also knows that she can't be stuck in this cycle of desire, will, desire, will. So she's taking control as the Queen of Wands and moving forward. So what's happening in her environment? Well, in her environment, she has this 6 of Pentacles, material and spiritual prosperity with happy family. And in her environment, she's like, I'm going to be happy regardless. I am going to choose happiness. That's what she's working on in her environment. Okay, so when we drill down further, this is very interesting. When we drill down further, as she wants to move towards her, prosperity, and in this sense, in creating a family or, a network of love, right? Because remember, she's got Knight of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords. She's ready. She's in her environment. She's like, I'm ready to move towards this union. I am. He is my justice and faith, right? This is marriage. Who is he? The King of Pentacles, King of Swords, right? He knows. She knows that she wants to move towards this union. But Hermit, she's gone into Hermit mode, and clarified by the Queen of Swords, because she's trying to be logical, thoughtful, understanding in her wisdom, not in the shadow of the Queen, especially when the Hermit comes out with Queen of Swords. She is in her wise Hermit energy as the Queen of Swords. She's not cutting people out, laying down the law. No. She's in her environment. She's understanding that this is a connection. She understands that this is something for the long term, but she also understands that she needs to be present now, that this moment that she's in now is a gift, and that she must use her time on this earth wisely. Okay, that's what she's doing here in this hermit's energy. And then we have Ace of Wands, which is, she's thinking about new beginnings. What is her new beginning going to be? And it's clarified by the Alchemist, which is the magician, and dupe here, magician. And by the way, Six of Swords, Six of Swords. They're both wanting to move forward. He got Six of Swords, she got Six of Swords. They both have Four of Wands. And they both have this magician. And so for her, she's trying to manifest a new beginning for herself in love, in self-love, right? Clarified by the Queen of Cups. That's her. She's really trying to, and look at this. If you look, the Queen of Swords, Alchemist, and the Queen of Cups, she's really trying to balance this heart space and this head space energy, which is, I need to move forward. My relationship is in suspension. We're both going through further enlightenment. That's her head space. And in her heart, knowing that her masculine is the big love of her life. But she knows that in the middle, she still needs to create for herself with the universe, and staying stuck in this devil's energy is not an option. So she's taking charge, and that's why at the bottom of the deck, she comes up as the Queen of Wands, which is the energy that her masculine is feeling for her at this time. But guys, gals, the masculine is every king. Sure enough, he didn't show up as the Emperor today, but he is every king. So now, what is happening in the connection? Okay, first card out is the Lover's card. So in the connective energy, it's all about this divine connection. What about this divine connection? First card out that we got was the Emperor, right? So, this is the Emperor's energy. This is where she in her heart space already sees him as the Emperor, but he needs to show up as the Emperor. So I said, tell me more about this Emperor's energy. And I got the Two of Wands, right? So he's in this path, in this decision making. He's not making a decision to communicate, to not communicate, to communicate, desire, will, desire, will. So this is what's happening. Choices. He's making choices around this connection. And what's the choice? Nine of Pentacles, that he needs to get into this energy of feeling confident. The next card out, interestingly enough, is the Emperor. So the universe is really working with him right now. And what about the Emperor? It's clarified by Temperance. This means they're trying to help balance out these energies for this divine partnership. They're trying to help heal him. For what? Nine of Cups. Remember, he's the one with Nine of Cups all over the map. For his wish, what's the wish? Is to move forward. Knight of Cups, to come forward, to take action. Remember, she got Knight of Cups here, she got Knight of Cups here, and here we have Nine of Cups clarified by Knight of Cups. He's got the nine of Cups, and she's got the Knight of Cups. And so what's happening in this connection is that the universe is working with him to heal him, to help him gain his confidence, to make a decision, to take action towards his wish, which is his feminine. Okay, and then what? Ace of Swords, breakthrough, and Chariot. Breakthrough, we're moving, we're balancing out the shadow and the light, and we're having a breakthrough. What's the breakthrough about when we move through it is this stuck energy, Eight of Swords, which came up in the theme of their connection. So in the stuck energy, what about the stuck energy? Three of Cups. This is not third party because I asked, got another clarifier, Six of Cups. So for me, this is what was stuck is this union, this reunion, this soulmate connection. That's what was stuck. Okay. And then we have Seven of Cups. Remember, he's in the Seven of Cups energy. And so we have that he's healing. He's trying to gain confidence. He's trying to make decisions, move forward towards his wishes, have a balancing out of the shadow and the light. Right? But while we're balancing things out, this breakthrough, our union is stuck because we have the Seven of Cups, which is all about procrastination and choices. And what about it? Eight of Pentacles. He's working very hard. I almost said my masculine. He's working very hard at his confusion, at his procrastination, at his fear. Knight of Pentacles. And he's being very thoughtful and methodical and analytical, as you know, because he's got so much Swords energy here in his head and his heart space. that and his environment, that he's just wanting to do it right this time, but he's using his heart. He's using his head, sorry. So I said, all right, give me 3 messages from the masculine to the feminine, his 3D self. First card out, recognition and 6 of Wands. He's like, I recognize you as a connection. I have already successfully recognized you as my feminine. That is what he's saying. It's 3D self. And I think I've said this before. He's recognized that this is a connection that is nothing else that he has ever felt. And he recognizes her, and he wants to have this connection now be victorious. And that is why there's this level of analysis. He's also saying he's going through a dark night of the soul right now. He's so much in his headspace and his thoughts. It's affecting his heart and his head. And 2 of Swords, but he's trying to fight it. Remember, he got the 2 of Swords here. So the 2 of Swords in his environment, that 2 of Swords clarified the 4 of Cups, where he's like, I see the blessing, but I'm going within, okay? But here, when he's telling you, he's like, I'm fighting through that. He's not just staying in this like, woe is me. He's trying to fight through his dark night of the soul. That's what he's saying. And then his last message is guide. And this, I really feel like he's telling you, guidance clarified by the devil's energy, which is this Empress clarified by the devil. I really feel like he's going through this rough time, and he feels your light. He feels your energy. He feels you guiding him out of this bondage, okay, that he is finding himself in. Messages from the feminine to the masculine, mirroring. She's like, we're mirroring. We're mirroring. I'm guarded. You're guarded. I know you're being rational. You're telling me you're being rational. I want to move forward. You want to move forward. We both want to create. We both want this union. We're mirroring, right? And it's clarified by the moon. And I feel like she's saying the universe has got this. We can't see this all unfolding right now, but she knows. She's telling him the universe has got this. Tower card, destruction, clarified by the 8 of Pentacles. She's telling him that she's working really hard through this tower. Remember, she got the tower in her headspace around a new beginning and around this connection still being in suspension. And she's like, I'm working really hard through this tower moment at this time where I feel like we're stuck. And she wants a conclusion. She's telling him she wants a conclusion. Page of Wands. And this could be about, like, maybe she's doesn't want to, she's not going to communicate with him at this time. Or maybe, she wants a conclusion and this new inspiration of something else. I mean, it could be a couple of things, right? It could be that, she just wants to take a little break, a little space, and just focus on her. Or it could be, I want a conclusion and I want this new birth of energy, which is this Ace of Wands that she wants to create. Couple of ways you guys can take that message. All right, so I hope this was helpful, and if you want to book your own personal reading with me, go to queenoflight1111.com, and again, all of the links are in my description box below. Have a wonderful week, everybody. Bye.